Another blind buy, you say. Would this be for the shelf, or is this better suited for the soil? Well, good tidings, and welcome on back to this little corner of mine. I am, of course, Cloying Clouds and all that fun jazz. In today's next segment of Why Did I Buy? Let me introduce Ikhtiyari by Sahari. This was released in, I think, the past year or two. I didn't see the exact time stamp as to when that would be. The website was very unhelpful, to say the least. The fragrance is marketed as a unisex, and some of the notes that we can expect are cognac for the tops, vanilla, cinnamon, and oak for your middles, and your base notes will be tonka bean, praline, and that ever enjoyable sandalwood. Formulation sounds a bit similar. It's because it is pretty close to angel share, from what I could tell, minus I think it was the candied almonds and the hedianine jasmine. Those two seem to be absent from this, which, if I'm not mistaken, hedione, if I'm saying that correctly, is quite an expensive synthetic smell. So for the price point of what this is, which we'll talk about in 2 seconds, I couldn't imagine it being stuffed into this. Speaking of price points, I purchased this for $22.99. Great deal, right? And this was a 90 milliliter vial, and this came from the wonderful world of Marshalls because that's pretty much why. Why not? Marshalls has a lot of interesting fragrances and some very strange small houses that are not terrible. Some of them are okay, some of them aren't. It's kind of hit or miss. This one, I don't know. I've never heard of Sahari, but I believe this is a part of a larger conglomerate of perfume brands under like Fragrance Beauty or something of that nature. So this will be my first introduction to both this brand as well as that larger family of brands that they may potentially own. Now, before we spray, I will mention that this is an eau de parfum, so hopefully the oil is deep enough infused with the alcohol that some of those smaller later notes and what have you kind of make their forefront in the wonderful little dancing of smells in our olfactory senses. Now, the batch number is 0725143. And let's unpackage this real quick. I'm just going to skip over that because you don't need to see that. Well, look at that. There's a very nice little bottle here. Quite hefty. Nice little plaque, simple design. Kind of see right there. Not too shabbaroonie, I might say so myself. Okie doke. Let's check out the cap. Little rivets at the top. Nice black to chrome. Good little two-tone right there. Little reflection. Hello. Not too shabbaroonie. I like it. It's actually has a little weight to it. It's still plastic, but it's a heavier plastic, I'll say that. The sprayer, nothing to write home about, but not bad. Pretty standard, it seems like. Let's try the old spray and see how it projects. I'm going to angle this right here for you so you can kind of get a good look of it. Nice little mist right there. We're also going to spray one more on myself to get a sense of the smell on the skin. Just a little light one right there for me. Okay. Now, some of the initial notes that are really saying hello at this moment, that cognac, immediate hello. It's like a hello world introduction that is very nice, though. It's not super boozy. I mean, it definitely has that, like, hello, I'm cognac kind of jazz going on, and I don't mind that. And then on that little bit of offset after that, yeah, there it is, kind of vanilla, little bit of oak. Okay. I think that's what's kind of blending through right now. I'm by no means an expert, but I have smelled enough candles in my day and age to discern some of the smells. But you can smell the cognac and the vanilla like right away. And if you just kind of linger a little bit more, there's a little bit of tonka bean. Now there's like a hint of this sweetness about it. I think that's the praline saying hello, just kind of waking itself up and be like, hello, I'm praline. Well, hello, praline. I'm Cloying Clouds. Welcome to the world of smells in my office. There's also sandalwood in here. Like right away, I don't smell much sandalwood. Actually, no cinnamon for me. I don't really smell any cinnamon whatsoever. The dry down might kind of bring that up a little bit more. Let's see how it is on the skin. Oh yeah, actually, like on the skin, up close, it kind of reminds me of like this, like a pine cinnamon that you usually get out of a nice fall candle. That's the best comparison. So the air, I'd say, yeah, you get your cognac, your vanilla, and your praline. That's what's really talking to me right now. But on my skin, that cinnamon is just kind of lingering. It's almost like a fireball. Like, those little cinnamon fireballs. You ever had those? That is very nice. I like that. Initial smells, very lovely. Definitely is a cold winter fall/slash fragrance with some of those chillier nights and or mornings. Where would I wear this at? I don't think it would be super unobtrusive to wear to the office. It doesn't seem like it would slap you in the face too much. But this is just an initial spray. Let this dry down for a wee bit on my skin, and it is very much a cinnamon smell. Still get the cognac, like a cognac cinnamon is my best explanation for the dry down. For $23, I think a 3.5, 5 is definitely worth your purchase. If you like a little bit of a gourmand sweet, once again, it has similar DNA to Angel Share, but I don't own that, so I'll leave that up to you if you ever purchase this, which I say give it a go. It's not that bad if you enjoy those type of smells. It would be quite interesting to wear this out in the world. I think we'll wrap it up for this one. Once again, 3.5. Little clouds out of 5. Less than $23. Definitely a cold weather smell. Some of the notes are still lingering around and saying hello, such as the praline and oak and cinnamon. Cinnamon definitely more so on the skin now. Anyhow, anywho, and anyway, you have yourself a wonderful little day. Goodbye.